let's talk about, you mentioned cash. Cash is important for a buffer, to have reserves, like an emergency fund, to cover your expenses. But in general, what other things are good? Or so why do you need at least to hold some money in cash in your portfolio?
In a portfolio.
Yeah.
Excellent point. Let's go back to cash reserves. I just want to mention, yes, in any good financial plan, every single individual should be having at least 10 or 20% of their money put in cash reserves, because you never know what could happen. You may end up being sick, or your roof may break down, or any other unexpected expenses. So for those reasons, it's important to have cash reserves set aside for emergency purposes.
So what are the practical steps? What are the things that people, can incentivizes them to spend? How do you kind of talk with us about talk with your clients about this? What are the practical things you do?
Well, there is a really good saying that we say, pay yourself first. The concept of paying yourself first, because we as individuals, we all, when we earn a dollar, at least in the US, before we even see that dollar, a lot of people get paid, or a lot of entities get paid. The IRS gets paid. You pay income taxes. You pay, let's say, federal taxes. You pay state taxes. You pay city taxes. Sometimes you pay Social Security. Many taxes. Let's not get there. Many taxes. So the idea of paying yourself first means make sure for every dollar that you earn, or every dram that you earn, you take at least 10 or 20% of it and save it, put it aside for yourself. At the very minimum, 10 to 12, 20%. In some cases, I've seen many clients of mine who do a lot more than that. As much as 50% can be saved if you're smart and you're frugal about it. My most important advice to people is to live below their means. Don't buy something. Don't spend money when you don't have it. That's the most important. And just remember, when you have money, people can look at money and give it a lot of different names. And some people say money is good, and some people say money is bad, and some people say money is dirty, or whatever. What I say is money is a tool. And money is a tool that gives us freedom. So if you want to have the freedom of not to be forced to do things, not to be forced to work for somebody if you hate your job, not to be forced to do some other things that you don't want to do, the most important thing you can do to yourself is to become in a habit of, every time you earn dram or any other currency, make sure you take some portion of it and put it aside for yourself in the form of savings. And then we can talk about investing. I hope this was clear, but it's very important.
No, that's an excellent point. So pay yourself first. I've never heard of that. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be coming back to that thing. Yeah, pay yourself first. And it actually, as you say, buys yourself freedom. And it is correlated with happiness, because if you have opportunity, if you have obviously finances, you can take care of your health better, you can take care of your family better, and so on. So that's very important. So,
well, let's talk about that actually, because I do a lot of lectures and I do a lot of talks about money and many other things. I talk about money and health, money and wealth, money and happiness. So since you mentioned, I want to talk about that. Money does not give you happiness, but money gives you peace of mind. Money gives you freedom. Money gives you the ability to do things that you want to do. Money does not necessarily give you happiness, but gives you an easy life, a good life. Like I said, freedom. I have seen many people, very wealthy people, that are not necessarily happy. So I want to make sure, at least for me individually, and we can disagree, you don't have to agree with me. For me personally, money and happiness are two different things. Money can contribute to happiness, but that does not necessarily mean if you have money, you're happy. Absolutely two different concepts.
definitely, I was thinking more about the averages. Forget about that. Anyhow, Anna, many thanks for your time. These were some of the best practices you can encounter in New York. So we're very thankful for your input. Very thankful for the insight. There's a lot of things that to explore further and talk more further about. So, but thanks a lot, and we look forward to hosting you again.
Thank you very much, Samson, and thank you for listening. And any questions, please let us know. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about any other topic concerning money, wealth, and investments.